people. I've been trying to shoot this video since a lot of time, but finally I've got the chance of shooting it right now. I've come in a secluded place where no one can disturb me. So let's get started. So the topic which I'm going to talk about today is struggles of farming in India, which you've guessed it by the title. So you see, many of the farmers, they commit suicide. So I just tried to make this video so that I can explain you as to why the farmers, what happens in the farmer's life as such that they have to take such drastic steps like ending their life. So I know it's a very sensitive topic, and if I have tried my best not to hurt anyone by making this video, or not to and I've tried to make it as factually correct as possible. So I apologize in advance if I have made anything which is wrong. So let's get started with this video. To make you understand the situation, I'm going to divide the farmers into three types of farmers. Okay, so the first one being the farmers with a lot of land. Okay, like they have literally a lot of land. You can say above 20 acres of land. Yeah, so they are financially well off and all that stuff. Then there comes the mediocre farmers who have between 5 to 20 acres of land, and they are pretty well off. They are also good. They can, they are the ones who do not struggle for money. Then the main problem, the main farmers who commit suicide, and farmers which come below the 5-acre category, or let's say below the 2-acre category, because these farmers, let's consider a hypothetical situation where the profit from each field is rupees 100, or let's say the profit from an acre of land is 100 rupees. Okay, so a person who owns 100 acres will get 10,000 rupees of profit. A person who owns 50 acres will get 5,000 rupees of profit, whereas a person who owns only 1 acre of land will get 100 rupees or 200 rupees of profit. So yeah, that's the thing, because the farmers with very less amount of land get they don't get a lot of profit. So consider the situation where the farmer with 1 acre of land has grown, he has got maximum out of his crop. So for example, he has got 100 rupees profit with him. So out of those 100 rupees, he has to buy the fertilizers, he has to buy the pesticides, he has to buy the seeds, he has to buy all that stuff. He has to buy he has to rent the machines he has to rent a tractor for plowing the machine, plowing the field and all that stuff. So you see, it's really tough. So he takes a loan from the local money lender, or he takes a loan from the bank. So yeah, so then he grows his crop, everything is done. Okay, see that in Maharashtra and all that places, rainfall is there's a lot of rainfall over there. So what happens is that sometimes you do rain, sometimes you do flood, sometimes you do thunderstorms and all that stuff, the crop gets destroyed. So therefore the farmer will be unable to pay his debt. Another reason is that due to locusts which have come right now, again, it can lead to farmers not being able to pay off their debt. So every season they keep on taking more money as loans, and then they get caught up in this vicious cycle. There's no escaping from it. So let's again consider the situation where a farmer who has, let's say, an acre of land has got his crop done properly, everything is proper, his crop is doing just fine, everything is good, and then when he goes to sell off the harvest which he has made, he has to go to the middleman. Okay, so there is no other option to him rather than go to the middleman. Why? Because he probably does not have a lot of money to store the things in cold storage. Okay, and if he stores it in cold storage, he may that requires a lot of money, and not even able to pay off for growing his own crops. How will he store them? So he has to go to the middleman. So what the middleman does is, for example, he buys, let's say, 100 kg of wheat from the farmer who owns 1 acre of land at 100 rupees. Okay, and then he will sell that, so that means 1 rupees per kg. Okay, so he will sell that forward to us, to you and me, the customers, for rupees 3 to 4 for rupees 3 rupees per kg or 4 rupees per kg, and that leads to huge, that's 3 to 4 times the profit the middlemen are getting compared to the farmers, whereas farmers even put their lives at risk for growing the crops. And you ask me how? Well, I'll explain it to you very easily. Okay, so right now I am in this tube well you see right over here. Okay, so this is not my tube well, this is just some random person's tube well. Okay, so I am at this tube well right over here. So the tube well has a weird way of getting electricity. Okay, so the electricity timings of the tube wells are very weird. Okay, in the night at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, that's those weird timings the electricity comes at. Okay, so what happens is the farmers have to come over here in the night and switch on their tube wells. Okay, now what happens to these tube wells is that sometimes it may be raining or there may be a thunderstorm. So you can see behind me. Okay, so that's an open area. So remember when we used to study physics in class 8 to 9, they used to tell that natural phenomenon, and also to stay away from lightning we should probably take a shelter, we should not roam in open areas. But they have to come in open areas if they have to water their fields. So that's one of the main things like recently in Bihar due to thunderstorms 80 people were killed. So yeah, that's also one of the reasons that farmers often put their lives at risk. Then there is only not only the risk of thunderstorms and all that stuff, even getting a shock by the tube well, and then also getting bit by a poisonous snake and all that stuff. So it's like very dangerous. I had lived in a city, but due to the lockdown I came to Punjab, and I've been living here, and I found out that like what the real problems of the farmers. Also something that people always blame the government for everything that happens to them. Okay, they're like, yo, the government didn't pay them, the government didn't increase the prices, the government didn't do this, that. But like, I'm gonna tell you, okay, this is my own experience. What happened with me? Like 2 to 3 years back, we had to grow that guava orchard which I showed you in the first video. So we went to the government and we asked them that we want to grow trees and all. So we want to grow an orchard in our farm. So just tell us what trees can we grow and what sort of things and how much profit will we make and all that stuff. So we asked them, and they like literally sent their own people to our fields free of cost. Okay, and they tested the soil and they saw that okay, which trees can be grown here, which trees cannot be grown here. And then they also for planting of the trees they sent the labor, and that was also subsidized. Okay, so we had to pay less amount of money to the laborers also, who came to plant the seeds, who came to plant the trees. So farmers, like government does help the farmers. So we asked the government officials there that why don't you spread this information into villages also. And they told us that surprisingly they go to almost many villages. Okay, almost all the villages they've gone to in Punjab, and they tell them that okay, so this is the scheme which is available, and this is the scheme which you can do. We are giving you free seeds. This is a new type of seed which has come out. This is a new type of crop which has come out. You should try to grow plants. You should try to grow this type of vegetable which will get you more money. But farmers simply don't listen. Farmers are like, okay, so we have been growing this crop for the past 50 years. You don't know more than us. Okay, and they just send the officials away, and the officials are like they can't do anything because the farmers just won't listen to them. So there is somewhere an education of farmers is a role in in the struggles which they are currently in. So what can be the solution to this? We all have been wondering. See, some of the solutions is that the farmers should educate themselves. If anyone who's watching this video, if any farmer is watching this video, he should know that come on man, you don't need to end your life that if you are unable to pay your debt or something like that. Just carry on with it, do your hard work, and sometimes something will pay off. You don't need to worry about that. Okay, and if the farmer's son is watching this video, please go tell your parents and just educate them. Just just tell them that how new techniques can be very beneficial for them. Okay, and that's the solution only. That's the only solution which I can think of at the moment. So if you have any solutions, you can write it in the comment section so that anyone who has seen this video can go to the comment section and see what solutions can be there. And also you can email me any of the solutions you want to, and I will forward them to the government officials which I met, and then there can be discussions over it. Thank you for watching this video. If you've made it till the end, I would like to tell you that the situation, I was trying to make a video on this from a lot of time. Okay, and I was like, okay, I want to this is information which I had myself. Okay, I wanted to spread this information so that maximum people can get notified about this, and any person who watches this video gets to know about the real situation of the farmers which is happening. Because me and you sitting in our homes in the cities cannot even think about what's happening in places like farming. And in Punjab, the suicide rates are like lower compared to the southern areas. But what we can do, what me and you can do is we can just spread this video and tell people, the real people who can control the situation, so that this thing can be spread to all the farmers who watch. So yeah, in last I would like to tell the farmers कि भाई कोशिश करते रहो, है ना, और हिम्मत मत हारो कभी.